bit of space. As I said before, I think it's a game of missed opportunities. I think both teams have had opportunities to nail it or get points, and they just haven't quite taken them. Whether it's a patient thing, you know, it's a cold night, but that won't affect these boys.
Quite surprising that the Highlanders, their forward play has been good, their set piece has been good, they've got themselves into good parts of the field, and unusual to see them not quite capitalising on those opportunities that they've been given.
No, you've got to remember though, they're missing, you know, quite a few of their superstars obviously with the All Blacks, so I think that makes a big difference, their experience. So I mean, but these young guys will be loving this opportunity to play against an international side, and I'm sure now that the message would have been, you know, let's just be clinical, let's be patient, let's hang on to the ball, because as we said before, this French Barbarians side have got a lot of forward reserves but not too many backs, so will that be a telling factor at the back end of this game?
There's Paddy Parkinson, his run-on debut for the Highlanders tonight. He's done everything they could have asked from the young fella. He's won his line-out ball, he's made a couple of good defensive plays. Very promising young man. Out of Trident High School in Whakatane, then St Kent's in Auckland. Made his way into the Highlanders via the Tasman Mako.
Blue.
The second half starts, and it's Julien Dumora who kicks off for the French Barbarians, and this time it's the Highlanders who make a bit of a hash of the reception. Didn't quite get their timing right, and so they've knocked it on. Opportunity for the French Barbarians to start the second half on attack.
Yeah, and they'll be attacking with a new 10, Jean-Marc Toussaint. He has been replaced, and Alexis Ballas, and number 22, is on.
So it's going to be fascinating if they get another back injured, who's going to come out and take their place. But takes over from Toussaint, who just looked a little bit out of sorts towards the end of that first half.
Sit.
There's Dumora at 10. There is Ballas.
In fact, it is, yeah, Dumora goes into the number 10 or the fly half position. So just a little rearrangement in the back line.
Tackle!
But the French Barbars have it. Here's Quentin Bethune, the loose head prop. Digging it out, Dobanya. Dumora. Dobanya again. Trying to get hands on the ball, but blown away was Josh Renton. Now Retier fires it away. Sobella the ball behind him, losing a bit of ground here. Dumora this time decides to hang one out towards the wing. Lema Sopawanga beaten to the punch there. And here is Pierre Foissac. It's a strongly built midfield back. Gets them back into the 22. Short pass away to Verhaeghe. Takes it inside the 22. Lesbiok, the hooker. Dumora looks like he fancies a go at the fly half possession. That kick almost produced something for them, just knocked on.
Well, super patient start here from the French Barbarians there. You see the nice little chip kick almost going to hand. He gets up and knocks it back, and that one there. Well, nice to see that man score a try. He's been pretty impressive tonight. Almost goes to hand. It's here.
See some of the French players wearing odd socks. Not because they've had trouble getting their laundry done. Some of them wearing the one sock from their T14 club. Another one from perhaps their original club.
No, stand up. I think we're too far away. Closer.
There are the
closer.
Toulon, Toulouse socks.
Yeah.
And the cast
too far back.
socks in there.
No, come forward.
You see some Poe with the green. A good collection of the top 14 clubs. Interesting, the Highlanders here and behind. They don't look like a team that are going to kick the ball.
And this time the French Barbarians trying to put some heat on at scrum time.
You're off.
An early detach from Patrick Sobella allows the Highlanders a chance to relieve the pressure.
Well, that's a shame there, Ben, because I thought the French Barbarians had them in the scrum there. Just something little like that. Just had to stay attached to the scrum.
He's off early. He's off.
Yeah, they had it, that's right. They did all the hard work. Outside, got them spinning around. He didn't need to break off.
So Ash Dixon with the throw.
Short line out.
Ainley takes it down the back. Renton, flat ball.
Tackle, release!
Driving it forward is Buckman. Trying to work a little wraparound move here. And ball knocked away by one of the French Barbarians players.
Yeah, just knock on.
Mike Fraser quite happy that it wasn't a deliberate attempt to cut out a pass in an attacking situation. It was Hugo Bonival, I think, the man. Or was it? No, that was the number 8 here. It's Sankoni.
Well, you can look at that a couple of different ways, TJ. It certainly looked like he was going for the ball.
Yeah, the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
In the extreme case, by the look of it.
Hold the space.
So Renton, who's been lively, and of course they've got Kane Hamilton to come off the bench. To Vita Lee, closest back to the scrum away on the right, maybe looking for an inside pass. No, they go wide. Thompson floats it off to Faddis, starts to accelerate. Now Dixon, good run too, does Josh Dixon over the 10-metre mark. Josh Mackay, who's looked good when he's got hands on the ball. Way to the short side, and Tavita Lee coming across from the left wing to get involved. Forwards queuing up now. Ainley was waiting for it. Parkinson, though, didn't lose it forward according to the ref. A bit of a let-off there for the Highlanders, and Buckman takes it inside the 22.
Advantage.
Now a penalty advantage. Josh Dixon, well, he's met with real force, driven back.
Still got the penalty
Outside the 22, referee still plays advantage to Vita Lee. Good tackle made by Foysak. Parkinson this time takes the pass and makes good ground as well. Seuli gets rid of it quickly. Supawanga floating the pass wide. Dixon over the top to Mackay. Into the corner. Well, he finished it well, and it was a great pass by Elliot Dixon, and the Highlanders strike. Second try of the game.
Josh Mackay, he gets the reward. Well, you see how pacey he is on the outside break. But they just built phases, didn't they? The patience here. The Lima Sopawanga pass out to Dixon. That was a beautiful pass. The overhead. And then the in and the out. Well, it was a great build-up. There may have been a knock-on earlier on, but that doesn't matter anymore, does it? That pass is, well, a little bit behind, but this man can certainly finish.
Yeah, lovely finish. But Lima Sopawanga's pass, this one here just in behind, that's taken out, well, 3 defenders who are coming across, and Dixon's done very well, and then in and away. He's up against 6, but that is good work from the Highlanders, using the ball through their back line. It made some changes coming for them, you see, after Lima Sopawanga's kick.
Well, 2 great passes in the lead-up. As Christian said, there was a suggestion of a knock-on in the lead-up. But the Supawanga pass and the nice little hook shot there from Elliot Dixon to put Mackay into space, and he only needs a bit. And he'll make the most of it. Supawanga, just second shot of the night. And not going to find the target with that one either, but the Highlanders out to 10-3. Very nicely taken try by that man. And just have a look at this in the build-up. Pass. Well, Ainley wanted it. Well, I think they're very lucky there. It looked like a knock-on. It smelt like a knock-on. I think it was a knock-on. French Barbarians unlucky there, very unlucky. A little chip over the top, nicely picked up by Retier. Voisac brings it back. Playing well behind the advantage line here, driven into the ground by Thompson was Retier. Referee asking for a check. This man on the sideline. Dixon rushing up on defence, getting hands on the ball, almost ripping it away, but Dobanya emerges with it in the end. Here's Sankoni, still looking for him to influence the match with his running game. A bunch of changes in the process of being made. Here's a penalty to the Highlanders. Taken quickly though. Not interested in a kick, and now Dixon puts the kick out to the wing. Tavita Lee's got to know. He was running out of room. Not a bad effort, not a bad kick from Elliot Dixon, who seems to have brought the full bag of tricks with him tonight.
Lemche's got the nice turnover there. Well, it almost came off. Would have been sensational for Dixon if it had off.
Yeah, how good would it have been if he had pulled that in? Just with that turnover. Now, a raft of substitutions. The French Barbarians are changing their front row. Sebastian Taufefunua, Bon Cantan Lespiop and Cantan Petune has been replaced by Julien Marchand, Antoine Tichit and Emerick Setiano. And then for the Highlanders, we can see Kane Hamilton in shot now, replacing Josh Renton. Dan Pryor, he is on for Josh Dixon. And Josh Ioane on for Matt Faddis.
Defending up at the back line, Supwanga back fullback at the moment.
Josh McKay to the right wing.
The French is one of the new men there. Tishi. There's another one who played against the Māori All Blacks last November. Dobanya kicks down to Tavita Lee. Supwanga back, fires the pass away to Thompson, trying to get on the outside. Good tackle made by Bales. Doing well to get this away under a bit of pressure there. Swallowed up was Hamilton. Tavita Lee left to make a couple of metres, just trying to restore a bit of order here. Hamilton will kick. Kai thought about giving chase, but it was a bit too far. Retier running into a very solid tackle. Picked out Aki Seuli. Wasn't going to miss. Tavita Lee decides to try and get it in behind Hugo Bonival. In Bonival leaves it for Dumora. And he puts it away into touch. So, really frantic period of play. In fact, it hasn't stopped either because they've taken it quickly. Here's Ioane. He's kicking deep, trying to find a bit of land down the middle of the ground. Bonival fires the pass across. Here's Retier. He's brave. He likes to have a go, doesn't he? Now Bonival. More silky in his movements. One of the replacements here, Julien Marchand from Toulouse, who played the game last week in Christchurch.
Stay behind, Blue!
Dobanya. Takes it high, no great depth on the kick. Everyone's ball. Ainley fires it back and puts Kai under a fair bit of pressure. And a bit tough here on the Highlanders, making it difficult for themselves, but they'll come back. There was a knock-on by the French Barbarians on halfway.
Well, that was a little bit of a hard watch, that one there. A lot going on, a lot of mistakes.
They're dropping back.
I guess both teams, just a willingness to have a go. You suspect, though, I think, see the big fella there, a bit of the magic spray. Keone. You expect though this game quickens up. Highlanders, I think, in my mind, will be the more advantage in that game.
Tyrell Lomax, he joins the picture now, number 18 for the Highlanders. He is substituted Siate Tokalahi, or a good comeback after injury for Siate. A little bit of blood for his troubles, but a pretty good effort. He'll be pleased with that as they prepare to go back into season proper next week. But a big test for big Tyrell Lomax. Now down a tight head prop.
Played for the Māori All Blacks against the French Barbarians last year. Lomax. Tukolahi.
Crouch.
Yeah, very impressive return.
Bind. Sit.
So Hamilton. And again the scrum solid. Ioane, nice cutout pass away to Thompson, trying to step his way through, but again Forsyth so solid on the tackle. Dixon waiting for it, really getting heavily involved.
No, tackler first. You're fine. Stop, let it go. Tackler, you're okay. Tackler not rolling. You're the issue. Yeah, 15.
Duwara, the man penalised.
8's fine on the ball, 15 not rolling.
So Ioane. He's not going to find touch. Mistake there from Josh Ioane. Well, they fancy running it. Here's Bonival herring across field, trying to straighten, and Buckman managed to get enough of him to put him on the ground. Hot potato. Is it knock on?
Yeah, send him on.
There's a little irony there.
6 blue going off. 6 blue.
Well, TJ, another substitution here. Johan Sangamangane, he is being replaced here by Judikal Kankurie.
Let's go.
He played the side of the scrum in their first test match against the All Blacks. Started against the Crusaders, now off the bench tonight.
He didn't have the impact that they thought he might have in that first test. They've been developing him through their national program. He went to South Africa with the French Barbarians last year. Judikal Kankurie.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Hamilton puts it in. Out it comes. Straight to Buckman again. Supawanga, bit of space here for Tavita Lee, trying to get on the outside, gets it away to Supawanga, runs out of room though.
Legs up.
They're certainly trying things, but finding this French Barbarians defence hard to outflank.
Yeah, they've been pretty solid, haven't they? They've come up here. Tavita Lee, I mean, he's no hard man to stop, but he's had a good night. We've already talked about it pretty here.
Shambles down the back of the line out. It's going to be a Highlanders scrum feed. Well, here it is here. They tried to find the new man Kankurie, and it was there for him right into the buckets, and he lost it.
Well, he's nice and fresh, isn't he? The fingers must be a little bit cold still, because that needed to be taken.
Yeah, no, it's still time's on. Green, let's go.
When you've got to exit, you've got to nail those just straight over the top. Obviously a set play.
Stability.
The ball right there. There he is. Well, now scrum now. There for them. Highlanders.
Well, he needs to put that out of his mind, doesn't he? Just looking a bit disappointed. Just having a glance ahead. Really needed to secure the ball.
Well, this time here, Tavita Lee, he is right in behind the scrum again. A good scrum required. Tyrell Lomax, a new man in there. And tight head prop.
That's him on
18.
On the far side.
All right.
Well, it's a tough position to defend here.
Just stay down.
See, the French Barbarians defended this same position pretty well in the first half. Can they withhold this Highlanders?
Well, Hamilton the key here, Kelly. If he goes right, can Elliot Dixon pass out to Davida Lee? Potentially bring the 9 with him.
Sit.
Where Hamilton goes will set the defence.
Give them a one-on-one with Bonivar. Well, they get a free kick, and they take it, and they do go to the left. Here is Tavita Lee and Bonivar equal to the challenge, but Pryor is there in support. Again, referee's playing advantage here, I think.
9, not 10. Back on the line. Hold,
They went back to 10. Dixon wants to take it quickly. Can't do that.
Scrum again.
What are we doing? Scrum called. There's no stability. Too much work. Wait till ball. Yeah.
He's got Tishi. He's the man who's packing down against Tyrell Lomax. They played against each other in November last year.
Crouch. Bind.
So again, no one stationed on the blind side. That's not to say that someone won't end up there. Hamilton pops it in. And, taken out of the middle row by Dixon. You're allowed to do that now. They give it to Lee.
Backs offside.
They came up too quickly. The French Barbarians' backs. They come up quickly again. Pryor loses a boot. I think someone's lost a boot as he comes through. Now the ball's been lost.
Offside, back on the line.
By Ioane. So they go back for another penalty on the,
Over here, sorry.
or just out from the 5-metre line.
Well, it's all just very messy now, isn't it? You can tell. I guess this team hasn't had a game in a couple of weeks. A bit of time off, probably just on the training field. So it's obviously a game, TJ, that they needed. Highlanders.
Captain.
Well, that's Aaron Major said they were very enthusiastic about it. They've been taking some time off.
Yeah.
Supawanga saying they spent the break, some of them spent the break in Wanaka, saying, as he put it, Ben Smith's mansion. I think the words he used.
Well, wouldn't be far from the truth. Anyway, the French Barbarians making another substitution. And number 21, the captain from last week, Francois Kwok, is substituting. That's Fabien Sakone coming off. Good shift from him.
Cross, who was the captain last week in Christchurch. Parkinson takes it down. Islanders smuggle it towards the back. Dixon's got it, and they start to advance now. They've come in the side, the French Barbarians. They're close to the line, the Highlanders.
5 blue inside.
Hamilton fires it away. Ioane, nice pass, and in for the try goes Lima Sopoanga. Playing on the ground where he has performed such great deeds for the Stags over the last few years. Nicely worked move. Finally, they break that defence.
Yeah, under a penalty advantage. There's still a bit of a scuffle on the right-hand side with the forwards. But that doesn't matter to the backs there. Just lovely passing, putting men into space. You see here, you thought they were going to get the good drive on. You see, I think, number 5, well, someone coming in from the side, under penalty advantage. So the perfect opportunity to go. And this is what happens when you get passes in front. This one here, just the last pass. Well, it's all pretty easy in the end. The French have been very, very good on D, but that one there, I guess, let themselves down.
And just getting the momentum off that drive and starting to suck in the defence. That gave really a mismatch of numbers and some lovely passing. Josh Ioane in there with a lovely ball. And then Lima to finish it off. And the Highlanders really nailing their work the second half.
Sopoanga nails his first kick of the night. Puts a nice little exclamation mark on his try, and the Highlanders now lead by 17-3. Look at the pass here by Ioane.
couple of substitutions. Sorry, Christian, for the Highlanders. Greg Pleasant-Tate is on, and Guy Miller in 16 and 17. Ash Dixon off, and Aki Sueli off.
Time again from the French Barbarians, but there was a knock-on. It was a Lomax coming through, couldn't quite gather it in. There he is, big Tyrell Lomax.
Both teams, they've emptied the bench. No.
Off. We're playing on. Let's go.
They've emptied the front row bench, rather. That's pretty much all that matters, really, isn't it?
Well, they had a few of them, didn't they? They had 4 front rowers on the bench. As I say, that extraordinary, really. They're looking to get through this game with just 1 back reserve.
Crouch.
Means that
Fine.
Thibault Dobanya, the halfback, going to have to see the whole game out. He's popping it into the scrum. Cross takes it off the back. Backline move comes unstuck. Ball's been lost forward by the Highlanders, though. Well, time running out. The French Barbarians dearly wanted to end their tour on a winning note, but it's getting away from them, this one. Trailing by 14 points with 17 to go. Dumora drops it off for Pinot. They're just starting to look a little bit out of shape, this Barbarian side. A few replacements being made, and suddenly there's not a lot of structure to their game. Keep plugging away, though. It was Tishi. Now here's Subela. Max has to bail out of it. Retier, what can he do? Buzzing around again. Those darting little runs that he's made. And he just doesn't want to be tackled, does he? Oh, no. Got up and went again, but the tackle had been made. Oh, no.
Tackle complete.
The tackle was complete, yeah. Well, he gets 100 out of 100 for trying, though, doesn't he?
Well, he's been pretty sharp, hasn't he? That's the spark you need. Ben, with all due respect to forwards, you need, when people come on, you need a bit of spark, don't you? The forwards do the grunt work. It'll be interesting to get the question at the end of the game. You know, I guess reasons why they went with the bench as they did. Is it because they had no back reserves left? Or were they planning on playing another game? I mean, who knows?
Well, big moment here, just as a man who's played a lot of rugby here for Southland. Lima Sopoanga, he is leaving the field. Number 10 getting a big round of applause, and Thomas Umaga Jensen on for his debut in number 23.
Yeah, salutes the crowd too. And now the Highlanders look to finish off the job in his absence. Debut for Umaga Jensen, but he's just a spectator here as the forwards drive it towards the line. They can't get it over. Oh, no, they can. Oh, who's going to come up with this? Greg Pleasant-Tate, is it?
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Big smile on his face, the dead giveaway. It was him. Right in the middle of it all. 22-3 now. Well, it looked like they'd been held up, but somehow he managed to smuggle the ball onto the line, and the try is given.
Well, you get your set piece right, and line-out's one of them in this position especially. And this can just roll on. Well, the ref took a while to find it, but he got it in the end. Just great position. Oh, the Buckman Barracuda comes in. Well, we love to see that. Number 12 putting his body weight in there. And the ref scoots around behind it and sees Greg Pleasant-Tate. Well, there he is. That's clear to see.
Yeah, straight on the line. Well, it's brilliant work by the pack. Some of the leaders in there. Alex Ainley, his experience. Elliot Dixon moving them along. First kick for this young man.
Wide out on the right-hand side. He's got some lovely touches about him, Josh Ioane, and he's got a big job to do next year. And, well, he Looked like he'd struck it pretty well, just fading away towards the right, so no conversion. But the try by Greg Pleasance-Tate takes the Highlanders out to 22-3.
A couple of substitutions. Get number 18 for the Barbarians, Pierre Bulgari. He is on, and that is Marino Makaele-Tu'u. He is on for Elliot Dixon.
Pryor comes forward. Has that broken the spirit of the Barbarians? Lenches, who scored the first try of the night. Buckman might claim an assist for that one too. Getting involved. And here he is, Buckman. Dumped on the ground just short of halfway. Ioane. Nice pass to midfield. Greg Pleasance-Tate gets rid of that nicely too. Hamilton. Ioane, passing game really is good to watch. Now Umaga Jensen, first touch for him. Thomas Umaga Jensen, who's been out of action so far this year after suffering a shoulder injury, had to have surgery during the off-season. Had to bide his time, but he's out there now. Thompson moves it away. Here's Lenches, who's given his usual 100% effort tonight. A triple forward roll there to present the ball. Lomax finishing with confidence here. Now Buckman in space. Taken and put into touch on the far side. Popping up out on the flanks now, Richard Buckman, when he's not involved in those forward drives close to the line.
Yeah, it's lovely. Well, finally the passes are sticking. Oh, that's a lovely pass there. Great skills from the big man. But they're clearing the ball, quick ball here, and just putting now this French Barbarian side under a little bit of pressure. That's a superb tackle there.
Another substitution, French Barbarians. Why they're making these substitutions now, the Highlanders are really starting to be down there. It's Florian Verhaeg.
Better correct something there. That was Guy Miller with that lovely pass. I gave the credit to Greg Pleasance-Tate. Sean Miller wouldn't be happy. He didn't get the credit for that lovely pass.
Thomas Jomas is on there, number 19 for the French Barbarians.
And here he is. Man who bears a passing resemblance to the one and only Eric Schomp with that woolly head of hair that he's got.
Green!
Here he is, shoving his teammate into the oncoming defence. Buckman waiting for the kick. Takes it. They look to launch from the back. Here's Mackay.
Tackle!
Been a willing attacker when he has had the opportunities. Ioane into a bit of space, quick hands, and all the pass was forward.
Good pass.
For Makaele-Tu'u. You don't want to give him too much space. He's a very powerful man. Shoulder injury. The French players. There is Marino Makaele-Tu'u.
Found a bit of space down there on the right hand side. Just a bit of front running there. Just had to hold his there. I've had to work hard tonight on this French Barbarian side, especially in the second half.
Tishi, man injured. You're going in low on Makaele-Tu'u. Stop one on the back of the head there too.
He's recovered. He's back. Scrum time.
Yeah, that's fine. Back with it. That's it. Not too far.
You said, Kelly, that this Highlanders forward pack certainly missing some firepower, but they have stood up to the challenge. We expected big things from the French Barbarians pack tonight, but they have not been able to dominate at all.
Well, we like the way they go about things, don't they? Roll your sleeves up, get the work done.
Well, it's been the hallmark of their game the last few years, but now here's a half chance for Retier to try and break through. He's the one player it looks like he can do that. Now here's Foysac. Give it to Verhaeghe, just short of the 10-metre mark. Now they're having a bit of difficulty penetrating the defence of the Highlanders. Trying to rip it away there was Pryor. And they'll get another 10 metres out of it too, because one of the Highlanders booted the ball away.
Okay. So let's see a kick to the corner here for the French Barbarians, get one of their line-out driving mauls going.
Can we talk about the highlights from this match, or the positive that the Highlanders can take out of this match? Some of their set-piece work and their forwards rolling their sleeves up. Their defensive work has been excellent as well across the park. You see that scoreline there. The French Barbarians have had plenty of ball and plenty of territory and done a lot with it, but just haven't been able to cross that line, and that is credit to the pack and to this Highlanders team tonight.
The Highlanders will be pleased too that a few kilometres on the clock for the likes of Paddy Parkinson, Umaga Jensen. Renton did well at halfback when he was out there. The French Barbarians, well, all the backs starting to join in. Penaud, and this is his party trick, Penaud. He got 2 last week. Can he get it over for 1 this week? No, not quite. Flying in there, but losing the ball forward, the French Barbarians, and so it'll be a scrum 5 Highlanders ball. Well, he got a couple in Christchurch. He looked good in open play early on, just hasn't really had the opportunity since, so he's gone looking for one.
Good defence for me.
It'll be interesting to know, Ben, if the forwards do this and that's part of the plan, or do they just come in without telling the forwards?
Oh, just a numbers game. They did it too well last week, so why not have another crack? He's reached out, but again, it's very good defence from the Highlanders.
Bring your feet up. Watch the pressure.
It's a bit of Barbarian style and flair, really, just to...
It's a back stealing a forward try, Ben.
Yeah.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Hold it there.
And again, rock solid from the Highlanders. Ioane sensing an opportunity to open it up. Mackay gets a nice ball away to Ioane. And still there for the Highlanders. Moved on quickly. Umaga Jensen involved. Buckman now enjoying a bit of space out on the wing to Vita Lee. Making good ground just around the fringe there. Hamilton goes to Michaeli Tu'u.
Backwards.
Ball was lost but didn't go forward. Umaga Jensen quickly through the hands to Vita Lee. Hamilton, well, looking to finish in a bit of style here. Michaeli Tu'u takes it up to halfway. Ioane now, who's looked good, takes it to the line. Now Thompson, who's been kept in check for most of the game, but here he is showing that very good evasive quality of his. Pick and go there from Pleasance Tate. Now the little chip kick through from Hamilton, I should say. Racing back is Cancourier for the French Barbarians. Umaga Jensen, well, thought about trying to contest it, thought better of it.
Yep.
Now Dobanya tries a little kick over the top for the tireless Arthur Retier. Ball's been lost. Highlanders get it back. Popped up off the deck to Pleasance Tate from Lomax.
Blue, release.
Hamilton to Vita Lee taking it at first. Receiver goes looking for some inroads close to the touchline. French Barbarians threatening to walk over this one. They get the penalty.
Offside entry.
Well, they're just running out of numbers, aren't they? The French Barbarians have had to work certainly hard. You see there, Etier gets a nice little chip. Now we've got a crossfield kick, TJ.
Yeah, and Bonival called for it, he got it, then threw a loose pass. It got picked up for a knock on.
Hey. Don't. Walk away. Alex.
Well, Alex Ainley and Pierre Bougari having a few quiet words.
Don't know what started there.
Just a little push and shove.
Yeah, just pure frustration, really.
Mark's here.
Just wants to get up and do something.
I'm sure neither of them understand a blind word each other's saying. I'm not sure that Alex Ainley speaks a lot of French. Played a bit of footy overseas, but...
Let's go, boys.
Well, there's Thomas Jomes from La Rochelle. Jason Eaton, Victor Vito amongst his teammates.
Crouch.
Nice to play your footy. Your La Rochelle on the coast of France.
Yeah, Taweta Kubalo.
Tavita Lee taking it at first receiver. A nice movement of the ball through the hands. Mackay, backline coming along pretty nicely. It looked good with Ioane out there. Gets knocked to the ground in no uncertain terms by Cancourier. And really felt it too, the young fellow. Only just getting up off the ground now. Hamilton. Strong run here from Parkinson. He had a solid performance tonight, Pari Parkinson. Pleasance Tate fires it out the back door. Has got a little bit ragged, hasn't it, towards the end of this game.
Holding on. Back 10.
Well, we'll keep trying to make things happen.
Yep.
Kick through from Foysac, but well, falling nicely for the Highlanders. And good strong work there from Umaga Jensen. Miller taking it to ground just out from the 22. Ioane, chance to get it wide. There's numbers out here on the right. Thompson delays the pass. Here's Buckman, pins the ears back, turns it back in field. Thompson the try. Well, nice flourish to finish the game for the Highlanders. And Rob Thompson with what is likely to be the final say of the game.
Yeah, it was great work on this side uphill here by Dan Pryor there. You see he gets his foot there, but that little pass there is beautiful. Keeps the ball in play, Thomas Umaga Jensen. Then once you get him behind them, we know there's space out wide, and once again, lovely passes. Yeah, ball in front. You see this one here, well, Buckman, well, he just puts his head down, finds a bit of space, and Rob Thompson, well, he's been relatively quiet tonight, but he gets the plums at the end.
Just have a look at Buckman here. It was a nicely timed pass, had a crack, got turfed into touch, not all that happy about it either, but would have been pleased to look up and see his mate disappearing between the sticks. The try is converted, and the Highlanders out to 29-3 now. Just 30 seconds to play here. Class act, Rob Thompson. Parkinson got hands to it. Back towards his teammates. Well, they might have one more in them. Let's see. Can they find the line again? Jensen runs into Jomes.
Release Blue!
Glimpses of the power game that he brings here. Jensen. Here's Thompson again, really starting to cut loose right towards the end of the game. Good strong run. Kankore got him, but he's taken play up into the French Barbarians half. Ioane again happy to take them on. Parkinson.
Tackle, release.
He's put on the ground on the 10.
Yeah, ball's up.
Loose pass though, and Foysac grabs it for the French Barbarians. Well, they'll have one last go at it. Disappointing end to a long, hard season. That was lost forward, but referee quite happy to let play go on. Kroll is the man in the headgear who made the run. Now Pinot, nice dummy from Pinot, trying to set Bonival up for the try. Bonival over.
Heavy.
Well, nice touch from the French Barbarians. Damien Pinot setting it up. Hugo Bonival in for the try. It means they can end this tour, at least on a positive note, not a winning note, but the last try is scored by them.
Well, in parts tonight, they've been really good, haven't they? Pinot, well, he makes the break and he sets his outside man up. Well, Bonival, he's got a lot of pace, good finishing power. And, well, they didn't win the game, the French Barbarians, but I guess they'll be happy that they can put a try on the board here, and a pretty good try at that.
Well, Pinot has shown flashes of real quality. We might see some more of him on the international stage. Bonival, nice finish from him, and how about that? Drop kick from the sideline. That was Julien Dumoura, and that brings the game to an end. End of the tour for the French Barbarians. It's been good to have them here in New Zealand, but no match for the Crusaders last week, and in the end, comfortably beaten by the Highlanders here tonight. It was tight for a long time, but the Highlanders just really putting the foot down towards the end of this game, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, pretty messy, very, very tight first half. And then, I guess, well, you say the floodgates, but the Highlanders finally got their game together, got it rolling in that second half and scored some pretty nice tries. And I think in the end, the French Barbarians a bit tired in the second half there. But the Highlanders, well, they needed this game before they hit the Chiefs in Fiji.
Tyrell Lomax, his second match against a French Barbarian side, ends on a much happier note than the first one. Let's hear from Ash Dixon, captain of the Highlanders, and he is with Ben Castle.
Well, congratulations, Ash. You must be wrapped with that result, playing an international team, and the boys really got stuck in.
Yeah, pleased to get the result there. We're a bit shabby at times, but it was good to get a good hit out in front of the Southland fans. We haven't been here all year, so it's great to come down to the deep south and play a bit of footy.
And you got what you wanted out of the match. You're obviously going into season proper next week and away to Suva to play the Chiefs, but some of the set piece and some of the work you're doing there, you pleased?
Yeah, the set piece wasn't too bad. Our skills let us down at times and kind of rushed things. We didn't get our process right, so it's a big step up next week with the Chiefs in Fiji, obviously with the conditions and the team we're going to play. So for us, we're just really excited to get back into the competition, and the boys coming back from the ABs as well.
And you say having 3 weeks down to have a run around, an opportunity for some guys to get some rugby.
Yeah, 100%. We got to blood a few boys today, and for me that was awesome. A few guys haven't had a chance with the Landers, so we'll have a few beers tonight and enjoy that, and have a good bus ride home, and hopefully have a few with these boys next to us.
Oh, good to enjoy that, and all the best next week.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
I'm here also, Francois. Tough match tonight, physical game from the Highlanders.
Yeah, a very big match. We are a little bit shy because it's the second. Sad because it's the second lose in 2 weeks. But we play better this weekend tonight, and we play more than what we want to play. So we're not happy because we lose, but we play better, so it's good for us.
Yeah, there's a step up in how you played from the Crusaders to this match here. So the training was a good week. You don't spend long together, so you're pleased with what you did in the week?
Yeah, it's only 2 weeks we work together, so it's hard to feel good on the field. But that's what I say. It's better tonight than last Friday. So we improve our rugby, and it's good.
And the team, you think you've learnt learnt a lot playing here in New Zealand as a team?
Sorry?
You've learnt a style of rugby here to play in New Zealand against the Crusaders and the Highlanders. Some good learning for your team.
Yeah, very good, because it's a different rugby like in France. It's faster and maybe stronger. So it's good for us to see to can play against this team, and it's a good experience. And I hope for the next can be learn.
Well, it's been wonderful to have you in New Zealand, and we wish you a safe travel home.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we say merci beaucoup to Francois Claus, who's coming out doing the interview in English, and we really appreciate the effort that he's made. Yeah, they'll take a few less. I'm sure we'll see some more of these players again on the international stage. A lot of them development players in France, and they'll have learned a lot from this experience. But in the end tonight, after it was pretty tight for a fair passage of this game, the Highlanders powering away to win it by 29-10.